Hello, Federalist Foster here with my best friend Alexander Hamilton. We're here to talk to you about Federalist Number 70, one of Alexander Hamilton's Federalist Papers. Remember that Alexander Hamilton wanted a strong executive, not a weak executive. So the enduring understanding around this is that the presidency has been enhanced beyond the express constitutional powers. Basically, that just means that the founders had intended the president to be a lot less powerful, and presidents now do more in modern day times than maybe the founders had initially intended. Federalist 70 argued there's a need for a strong executive leader, especially in times of war and crisis, that having a weak leader or multiple leaders ran the risk of different opinions, not being efficient when quick decisions were needed. Also argued that a single executive would be watched more, while a group of people would not. So Federalist 70 argues for a single energetic executive, one president, says that energy in the executive is the leading character or definition in good government. The president must be a single person, thinking that he said they should also have a committee of advisors and stuff to help the president for sure. But we need one president to be able to act decisively and make a decision and move forward. He said the debate and disagreement are good for Congress. They can make better laws by having that debate and disagreement, but it's poison for the president. Once we make a decision, once Congress passes a law, we need the president to go ahead and enact it. And we don't want to have more debate and discussion around that. Basically, he said the president needs to be able to act swiftly and decisively, especially to respond to wars and other crises. That having a single president makes the executive easily accountable. He said if you have multiple presidents, there's going to be finger pointing and shifting of blame, basically saying, well, it wasn't me, it was the other president. It wasn't me, it was the other president. So he basically said if you just have one president, then the American people, then the voters can best decide, okay, we're just going to go ahead and blame you. And basically said that we don't want a plural executive. Instead, you should have a cabinet of advisors to the president. So how and when did we see this in class? Like always, we read excerpts and we answered questions. This document could be used to explain and defend the importance of only having one president, could be used to connect to the roles and powers of the president, could be used to explain why only one president increases accountability, could also be used to connect to the enhanced and expanded powers of the president in modern times. You could also argue that Alexander Hamilton intended for strong leaders. So the essay was about maybe some argue that the president's powers has been expanded too far. You could argue that maybe Alexander Hamilton would think that's not such a bad thing, especially in certain times of crises and stuff like that. Also, you could talk about the role of the cabinet and presidential advisors potentially. Okay, that's it for Federalist number 70, which is all about a single executive. You can follow me on Twitter at Federalist Foster. And as always, keep calm and Viking on.